Moab, no soldiers left.
All right, so ones is GMS New Orleans, got a brother from GMS Chicago down here, man. All right, and as we always do, we always want to get into by giving infinite honors and prayers. Give honor to the elders apostles of GMS, peace and blessings and sanitation always to the hopeful elect. All right, and those that follow after the Lamb of Yahushua. All right, and as we always do, man, since the time that we're in, we're gonna push the prophecies in the destruction of America, the end of America, all right, the end of this wicked kingdom, all right, under the rulers of Esau, Edom, all right, and as you can see on the news, as we always get into, it's very different. The real news, not this fluff. Euro News, Al Jazeera, Russia Today, all right, the battle drums of World War III is steady heating up, all right. These nations, as we always get into, these nations are actually geographically putting themselves around the region of Iran, Saudi Arabia to make war. All right? And that thing that's going on in Ukraine is furthermore heating up even more. All right? Which one I told you to start off with?
Joel 2 from the top.
Yeah, you get that.
This is Joel chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
What is the it says blow ye the trumpet
Right, Zion.
in Zion. The trumpet is being blown by the men of the Lord, all right? All right, and we're sounding that, and the alarm that's being sounded is the alarm of things to come. All right? Keep going.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
And you see that is the day that Yahweh cometh. All right, Yahweh Shai is going to send his son to come back to lay hold on these damn devils, man. Preferably the kings of the earth, the different kings and rulers of the earth, man, to take their crowns, to take their rulership. All right, and to free us out of the bonds, all right, of these devils, man. Wherever Israel is scattered around the world, okay? Wait,
A day of darkness and of gloominess.
you hear that? You Bible thumpers, you big hats in church. It says the day of the Lord is what?
Of darkness and gloominess.
The day of darkness and gloominess. So where you get it at, you can't wait till you see the Lord when he come back. That don't sound like a good day right there, man. Right, when you go into Isaiah the 13th chapter, it tell you that the day of the Lord coming cruel. All right, both for wrath and fierce anger. This is not going to be a peaceful, happy, joy day, man. All right, go ahead.
As of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong.
And it's talking about the missiles. It's identifying the missiles as being a great people and a strong. All right, that's who it's talking about. Go ahead.
There hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it.
It's never been ever the like. But that's the weapons of all weapons right there. All right, the nuclear missile that can take out nations of people in one flick of the button. All right, which it goes from one continent to another continent. All right, wiping them out. Will be nothing to be perceived after they go. All right, so it will be nothing ever the like, right? Because the scripture tell you, when you go in deep into the scripture, tell you when this thing fully goes down, the Lord's going to burn all the weapons. There's going to be no need for tanks and guns and all manner of weapons, man. All right, the Lord going to make us the weapons, man. The nation of Israel. All right, we're going to chastise the wicked in the kingdom of heaven, man. Go ahead.
If I could say what you were saying, like this is the weapon of all weapons. That's pretty much what made America a superpower when they dropped those atomic bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, because that was a power that had never been seen in the earth before, and nobody wanted to mess with America after that. Hence why you haven't had up until now like big nation wars like World War I or World War II, because there was something called MAD, or mutually assured destruction. But now since we're in the end, all bets are off. These nations are getting ready to shoot these nukes on each other.
Right. tired of working on them, tired of doing maintenance on them, tired of polishing them. They're gonna be used. You can't get rid of a nuclear missile. It has to be detonated, man. All right, and we're in that time. Going back 2 weeks ago. All right, DJ Donald Trump, what did he say?
We've never been closer to World War III than at any point right now.
Right. So we have to break this thing, all right? These are the times that the Lord spoke about. The prophets spoke about, all right? Which are us, speaking them again in these last days, these last seconds, all right? In hopes of gaining the elect, all right? And telling the world and the nations what's the judgment. The judgment is going to be really laid down over here, man. Preferably here in America, all right? All you that's of the other nations, the 2/3, you're going to be destroyed over here, man. With this, you can keep going into it.
You mind if I make one more point?
Yeah, go ahead.
You had a politician from Hawaii named Tulsi Gabbard a couple of years ago go on the Fox News before Russia really invaded Ukraine like that, saying, look, if this happens, this is ultimately going to lead to nuclear war, and people in America are going to have to face watching the flesh melt off the bones of their loved ones as well as themselves. And what's that? Zechariah 14 all day.
Get it real fast. Zechariah 14:12.
I'm on it right now.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 14 and verse 12.
It's only one weapon that can do that, man. There's only one thing that can do that to the human flesh. All right, go ahead.
It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Right, like that's we always go into, the apostles always go into, different other elders, they bring up that movie Terminator, with Sarah Connor, when she had that scene, that great scene when she was playing in the park and ran to that gate. You've seen that flash, which goes into in the Apocrypha. It tells you there's another name for the missiles. It tells you that it's a horrible start. In that movie, you see that horrible start hits, detonates in the city. You see what you start to see. Jeremiah 51:1 come into play. And a nuclear wave is going throughout the city, destroying everything. And Sarah Connor is on the gate, is burning alive, man. All right, and it was knocking all the flesh off. All right, and that's what's going to happen to you. Ultimately, that's going to be the end. You people over here in the Americas, man, in different other parts of the world too, because like we always go into down here, this whole America is gonna let off missiles too. All right, you 1948ers, you rats, you big massive splinters, you gonna get hit too over there in our land, man.
Right, they're gonna get wiped out too.
Yeah, you gonna get it, man. And a lot of you other nations gonna get it too.
They have that term, mad, mutually assured destruction.
Right.
So if one nation shoots nukes, every nation that's got nukes, like, I gotta shoot them too.
They're gonna let them go, man. They're gonna let them go. And this is what we went into the other day. This is what your pastors and preachers and motivation speakers ain't talking about, man. You niggas started making money off you, but they ain't telling you the end of it. Right? You niggas going downtown to that goddamn that bootleg Great Value Mrs. Cleo rubbing that goddamn ball on Canal Street. That bitch she ain't gonna tell you what's coming, man. We telling you what's getting ready to happen out here, man. Other destruction. You got something, brother?
Yeah, this is
We're gonna go back to that too.
I got a little more of that Zechariah.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet,
You hear that?
and their eyes shall consume away in their holes. Their tongues shall consume away in their mouth.
Yeah. They're gonna be microwaved, man. Cooked in that day. In that great day, the great day of the Lord is coming, man.
That's right.
Really, it's really here. All right. That's why Apostle Tahar deemed it the year, the hopeful year of all prophecies happening, man. Okay? And we know that there's a build up to that. That was it on that old album?
That was it, brother.
This brother had something on those pastors and the motivation speakers, man.
and so while you got the so-called Black Christian Church talking about job, car, house, and spouse, and preaching that prosperity message, Isaiah 56:10 says, his watchmen are blind, they are all ignorant, they are all dumb dogs, they cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Yea, they are grieved dogs, which can never have enough.
Yeah, read read 11 again.
10.
Yeah.
They cannot work.
Yeah.
His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant.
So those watchmen that they're talking about, it's talking about the Jesse Jackasses of the world, Al Sharpton, all right, Farrakhan, all right, all right, T.I., Killer Mike, those niggas, man, the niggas you love to listen to, all right, and TD I can't stand that nigga, all right.
The walrus.
Yeah, sea lion, and they look like a big talking sea lion. All right, those niggas they're the ones that you're watching are blind. You can't see. They can't foresee the prophecies and the things that's getting ready to come. Go ahead.
They are all dumb dogs.
And he also called them ignorant. He called them ignorant because what they do, they ignore the fact of something. The men of the Lord can bring out the MOBT, the mark of the beast. They're gonna. You go to the church and you tell them about the mark of the beast, they're gonna shun you. Really gonna put you out of the church, man. Deacon James, get him out of here.
Yeah.
Put you out, man. And then it says it called them dumb dogs because what is the point of a dog? To warn you.
That's right.
I ain't talking about them little shit that run around the house and pee and poo every time. I'm talking about them big dogs. A big dog is there for protection and to warn you. As a shield, it's used as a line of defense around the home.
That's right.
But these people, they don't warn you. They don't tell you that World War III is coming, man. They don't tell you that martial law is going to be declared throughout the different cities in this so-called country. They're not warning you. They're not giving you the things for that what the scriptures tell you in the Apocrypha, make you ready for the battle. All right? They keeping you niggas asleep in a coma. A lot of you are really comatose, man. Dead heads. All right? You couldn't see the prophecy of it. It was a run over your ass, man. Go ahead.
You mind if I make a point real quick?
Oh, let me finish it out real fast.
All right. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark.
They cannot warn you. Sleeping. Go ahead.
Lying down.
Lying down. Niggas
Loving
lying,
yourself.
a lot of them lying on their stomach, man.
With their knees up.
With their knees up. Taking up 1914 or 1994 pictures like that, man. niggas not warning you, man. They having a very good time with your money, with your wife,
Yeah.
with your son and your daughter, man.
Getting carpet burned, wearing the tube
Yeah.
socks.
Yeah. Hey, man, go ahead. I'm gonna say some shit. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yea, they are greedy dogs,
Yeah, greedy dogs, man.
which can never have enough.
They're all about the pesos. They're all about the Benjamins with those niggas, man. Meanwhile, them damn Russians over there tearing the heads of the damn Ukrainians off the bone, man. And NATO's gearing up. All right, China is gearing up. All the things that when we first found this out, and heard the apostles speak. They spoke about Iran. They spoke about China. They spoke about these different nations being a guard unto other nations. And what happens today? We're seeing them now. Geopolitics. Proxy wars. And now it's turning. Now we seeing the scripture that what is Matthew 24. Wars and rumors. We seen all that, man. The earthquakes is here. These things are not far off anymore. That was it on that, right?
No.
Go ahead.
Yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, every one for his gain from his quarter.
Yeah. Everyone from their gain in their quarter. It's only for their gain in their quarter. All right? Because these pastors, they tell you what they feel. They give you that old sermon about being a little boy walking on the roads of Mississippi. All right? That's what they tell you niggas, man. And pastor tell you to pass the bucket around. All right? And meanwhile, you falling asleep in church. You don't get it, man. But that's why it's so hard when you run into the man of the Lord. He's just beating you. He's whipping you with them scriptures, man. The scriptures is coming out. You never heard it before. You want to fight against it, man. What I said yesterday, they had a sermon of pastors throughout this country that said you can't trust those guys on the corners. You can't believe a person that's bringing out too much scriptures. which is off.
Super off.
That's off, man. You know, but that's what these pastors have really been going over with the congregation now. And then when they say mass numbers of Negroes and Latinos are leaving the church, man.
That's right.
You know what? They had a video on YouTube where they had about 8 pastors said, "What are we going to do with these Hebrew Israelites?" You guys remember saying that?
We can't combat
And
it.
they said we cannot talk against it, right? Remember that?
But it's not true. That's what they said after.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This is the truth, man. This thing is a juggernaut. All right? And this juggernaut has been breaking through all these so-called strongholds, man. All right? And all we've been doing is reading scriptures. We've been reading prophecy, which we're going into now, World War III. All right? Which we gotta keep beating over your heads, man. You thick skulled Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. Gotta keep whipping you niggas with the scriptures, man. Because you don't understand. You don't understand how serious this is. But go ahead, you want to say something, right?
Yeah, just backing up what the brother brought out in that Isaiah 56. They are dumb dogs not speaking. And what you were saying, like, what's the point of having a guard dog if it don't bark? And bringing it back to that Joel chapter 2 saying, blow ye the trumpet. Yeah. We're blowing that right sound right now while these dumb dogs out here are blowing that wrong sound.
If I had a dog and he didn't bark and somebody got in my house or got up on me,
Put it down.
I'm gonna take him I-10
And put it
east.
down.
And I'm either gonna put him down or I'm gonna turn him north and let him go.
What's the purpose he said?
Yeah.
Lift up thy voice.
Put him down, man.
Yeah, he's worthless, man.
And I had a precept because we're giving that right sound. Well, you can clearly, you're starting to see, the wheats get separated from the tares with these jakes out there saying Jacob's trouble is G-A-Y, or there is gonna be no Jacob's trouble. We're gonna eat lollipops and popcorn and get beamed up on the chariots. But this is 1 Corinthians 14:7. And even things without life giving sound, whether pipe or harp, except they give a distinction in the sounds, how shall it be known what is piped or harped? Verse 8, for if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle?
Right.
That's all right. Right to back him up. This is Luke 7:31. It says, and the Lord said, whereunto then shall I liken the men of this generation? And to what are they like? They are like unto children sitting in the marketplace and calling one to another and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned to you, and ye have not wept.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's been going on for since, for years before what I'm about to say, but since 2007, the piping and the playing of this trumpet really been blowing, man. But you're not listening to it. It's like Charlie Brown. When we play, it's like you hearing Charlie Brown. All right, we on 2 different frequencies. We on FM 979, and you niggas on AM, man. Okay,
You on satellite radio.
Yeah, you on satellite radio listening to Wine Fonta, man. That's not a joke. All right, you listening to that bullshit, man. While we listening to the harmony and the music of the Lord, man. All right. You just a lot of you, like I say, and it took a lot of brothers over time to find out that a lot of you just can't get it. I understand my cousin can't get it. My mother can't get it, man. And it's cool. We'll get him in the kingdom. All right? And that's another thing a lot of you younger brothers have to overcome, man. The Lord chose you. Get you right, man. You can't worry about everybody else, man. Can't worry about your woman. All right? You gotta get yourself prepared for what's finna come. All right? Because these worlds, I mean, it's about to be many things finna happen. You about to have the war of worlds, one realm against another realm. You finna have nations against nations. And so it's all type of shit finna break loose, man. So you shouldn't be that worried about Uncle Leroy getting it, man. That nigga, he just can't get it. You're gonna die. Possibly, man. All right?
I gotta put one before what you just said.
Come on.
So Revelation 14 and verse 3, it says, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the 4 beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth.
Yeah, that's an exclusive, like that back in the day, back when it was the 80s and the 90s, they had this clothing brand called Members Only.
Oh, yeah.
So this is what this is about. That's why Apostle the Lord says when he says, just think about us, man. Just think about it. And this is what we're talking about. That those men that only can hear that song. All right? It is what it is, okay? And then in this song that we're blowing, we're piping into you, the rest you can't get it. It's just, that's why it's only a language understanding that we only have, man. Everybody else just don't understand it. Right? Then that's why we're here. We're here to tell you that World War III is at hand, man. Getting back to the lesson, World War III is at hand. All right? These nations finna go to war. America, as you know, is finna go to war. And we go into it time and time again. A lot of you women, a lot of you men over here in the States, you finna get drafted, man. You finna get from the age of 18 to 47. A lot of you gonna get boarded on these Airbuses, these big planes. You're gonna be over there in the war, man. You niggas like to be on the Call of Duty, running up in the house, where you gonna get the real thing, man. Y'all on PUBG, talking about the glizzy and shit. Well, you gonna get put over there to use the shit, man. All right? That's the time we in. You women that wanna be rough and tough, they got it at what now? You gotta go to war. You Transformers, what it is? Decepticons. All right? You Decepticons out there, guess what? You better tuck that bitch because they got you going to war now, man. Yeah. All right?
Let them go first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ladies first.
Yeah, ladies first, man.
Toughest first.
Yeah. It's just it is what it is, man. All right. Which one?
You still want that Joel?
Yeah, go back to that. You have something you want to get over?
No,
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, going back to that.
Neither shall there be any more after it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Even to the years of many generations.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, because what I went to earlier, man, going into Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel, I think the 39th chapter, if I'm not mistaken, the Lord's gonna get rid of all the weapons on earth, man. It's gonna burn them. There ain't gonna be no need, but really, all those missiles are gonna be used. All right, just about every single missile is gonna be used, man. All right, they're gonna, and preferably over here in America. The scriptures already prophesied that 200 million missiles. You hear that? 200 million missiles is gonna hit America. All right. So that's overkill. It's gonna wipe this place clean. That's why we tell you, you Edomites, you Jakes, that you don't want to come out of it. Just go have a ball, man. Go snort all the coke you want, hit all the fentanyl, go skydive, go lay in the middle of the highway with your mouth open. We don't give a damn.
Octo booster.
Yeah. Go put some red big shoes on. We don't give a damn. You niggas gonna die, man. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 3, a fire devoureth before them.
Okay, that goes into the warhead. The fire devoured before them. That's the point that's on the warhead. And there's many warheads inside of one missile, man. It could be millions of warheads. Okay? A fire devoured before them, go ahead.
And behind them a flame burning.
Which is the rocket booster that propels it from what it says intercontinental. The rocket booster propels it from one continent to another continent. All right, to lay the land desolate. All right, and those are the weapons of the Lord. The Lord tell you he has a magazine of weapons. So he's gonna pull out these are the big guns he's gonna pull out.
He put it on these nations' minds to create this armory that he's going to put it on to use to fulfill his
He
word.
created the Smith.
Right, which goes into the different scientists, man. The German scientists, the American scientists, that the Lord gave them the schematics of mind to. You ever seen one of those scientists? The niggas be writing on a board from one side of the building to the other, just numbers and circles and shit.
They got spirits on them when they write because they just
They be in a trance, man.
yeah.
You know it's highly spiritual because Adam means unsplittable. So they can't split the atom, at least it be what? From the heavens on high, man.
Yeah.
The word Adam means unsplittable.
And
So how now they split the atom? So what that tell you? That's the angels working on the minds of the Smiths, man. To get the what? To carry forth the Lord's work. You got it, right?
Yeah.
I got you.
Go ahead.
This is second.
Go back there. Go there.
This is 2 Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Intercontinental ballistic missile.
Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again
That's right.
until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out, till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, return it not backward. Even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again.
And the Lord likened the north to the ends of the earth too. So what's the main place where, according to the scriptures, where the nuclear fire, the north, what? The north, right?
Yahweh said, I will be with you even until the
And
ends
to
of
the ends of the world. Well, the mass majority of the salvation is going to be taken up, is going to be at, but this place is going to get totally annihilated, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's prophesied for this place to be nuked by tens of thousands of ICBM missiles, man.
Right, that makes sense though.
It makes sense.
If the greatest place of salvation has to be the greatest place of destruction.
The end.
You gotta be saved from something.
At the end of something. The Lord is literally allowing the missiles to get to the end of something, to grab us what? Out of the end of our captivity, man. Come on, it makes sense, man.
Hey, what's it say? He that liveth by the sword shall die by the sword. Esau, America was the first one to use them atomic weapons. So who's going to be the last one to be completely wiped off the face of the earth by them?
That's right. That's a good point.
And if I could make one point, I was just going to say, this is a movie coming out in 2023 this year, the hopeful year all prophecies are fulfilled. Oppenheimer, physicist J. Robert Oppenheimer works with a team of scientists during the Manhattan Project, leading to the development of the atomic bomb. And it's no coincidence that movie's coming out this year. Right. That spirit of nuclear destruction is out there in the movies, in the news, and coming mainly through the prophets.
And the Lord is so cold, the first guy that started to really, one of the first Smiths that started working on the nuclear missile was a guy by the name, we go into it all the time, by a guy by the name of Jacob Esau. Abraham Esau, man. You get a look at that devil, you can tell the Lord, hey man, the Lord was with him, man. All right?
That's like the beginning and the end, because the prophets, the covenants and everything went on Abraham, but then Esau is the end. You know, how you speak of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob was the covenants, where the beginning, and now Esau is the end. So look at it, yeah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is the end. The beginning and the end, Esau. That's crazy. Wow. That's crazy. Yes, brother. Yes.
Who was Isaac?
It was Isaac.
He's the Alpha and Omega.
He's the Alpha and Omega. Yeah.
Just to show you that we not pulling your leg. Hold on, one minute, man. Just to show you, we know it. We can back up what we're talking about, man. Real quick.
That's a real devil right there.
Yeah. You know, and you Jake, you need to go do the work, man. This guy's a German physicist.
Who you looking for?
And I'm gonna take this out where you can move that hard drive off. Hey, y'all, show the camera this devil. This is what we talking about, man. That's Abraham, but that's Abraham Esau, man. That's one of the first guys who started working on the missile back in the day, man. And the development of all of them.
Nuclear physics.
Yeah.
And the Lord and that's let you know that the Lord put his spirit on all flesh. Like I got even the wicked flesh control. Like, you know, I'm putting that on his mind. This nigga can't put together the algorithms for the to know the wind and the blast of wind and sound, because you gotta put all that together when you deal with an atomic bomb, right? Or a nuclear missile per se. You gotta know all those mathematic algorithms, man. There's no way a man can know that. It gotta be spiritually made. You got
that for me? This goes back, because the brother went into Abraham, Esau, showing the beginning and the end. But this goes back to your beginning. You were set up to be that guy, man, that deals with the weapon. The Lord, you got the blessing of the sword. So it's all right that you know you have the beginning and the end come through you, man.
at the end of your times come through you.
God,
Literally.
give me that one.
This is speaking of the sons of Cain, which we know Cain was Esau in the reincarnation. This is Genesis 4:22. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal-Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron. And the sister of Tubal-Cain was Naamah.
Mhm.
And when you go to that word artificer in the Strongs, it's H2794 Harash, which is a metal craftsman,
Esau is that metal craftsman, man.
a fabricator, or mechanic.
Yeah, he deals with the weapons. What a hey, what a mechanic that he had a lot of tools. All right, and he devils. We look at them from every look at all the weapons in the world. They're named after who? Edomites, Smith and Wesson. All right, F.N. Herschel, huh?
Browning.
Luger. All those are Edomites, man. All right, and they put the staple on the world of weapons, man. Go ahead. I know you got some heat, huh?
Going into the root word for it, H2790, Harash, to scratch, i.e. by implication to engrave.
Come on.
Artificer of wood, a metal craftsman of wood, to engrave, plow, hence from the use of tools to fabricate of any material, figuratively to devise in a bad sense, hence from the idea of secrecy. And when you go into the outline of biblical usage, to cut, engrave, to plot evil.
Devices.
Yeah, the devil did to plot evil with those devices that he made, man. All right, this guy, he's the harbinger of death, man. The scripture tell you he's a son of perdition. So whatever he's into, wherever he goes, he brings death and destruction. He's a son of destruction, man. All right, and like I say, what's getting ready to fall upon him is the same invention that he made. The missile is gonna fall upon him, man.
I got that.
You got that?
Just real quick. This Psalm 7:15. He made a pit and digged it, and has fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. And the pate is at the top of your head. So yeah, his violent dealings, he took peace from the earth with his sword, which is his blessing. The Lord gave him a blessing that he's going to use to destroy him with.
I got that.
That's cool.
I got that. I'm in Genesis 27 right quick.
Oh yeah.
The Genesis 27 and 38. It says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing? My father? Question mark. Bless me even also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy brother shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother. But what you notice that Isaac didn't tell him in that his sword, the sword was going to kill him too.
Yeah.
Notice that. He said by the sword you're going to live, but he didn't tell him by the sword he going to die, man. Because he basically was dead because he was the sword. So he didn't really have to tell him that his time was going to come through him, man. He told him his blessing, but didn't tell him the way he going to get up out of here, man. The latter part. It says, thy dwelling shall be the, what is it? And it shall come to pass when thou shall have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke of thy neck. All right.
If I could,
Go ahead.
what does it say back in that root? To plot evil, and we know that Esau's the wicked, so Cain, what were they? The sons of the wicked as well. And it says to plot evil, Proverbs 16 verse 4, Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. What's the day of evil? The nukes, that artificer who made them works of metal, the nuclear missiles, destroying himself with them. He that liveth by the sword shall die by the sword.
And we're in those times, man. All right, we're in those times where those nations, those different kings and rulers, they're ready to use them. All right, and this is how this thing gonna go down, man. It's not gonna be a long, drawn out 20-year war. All right, them jokers over there in the Middle East gonna get it cracking, man. Real soon. This shit gonna be quick. All right, you got something? He's still holding that.
You got something?
If you got something, just bring it out.
This is Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death.
Yep.
and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. All right, so this is Esau Edom, and that's what all this is about, because he can't stay his ass at home. You know what I'm saying? He meddling in everybody else's business unto his own destruction.
Right.
And he is as death.
He is as death. You best believe that. Yeah. This devil, wherever he goes, that he brings death and destruction, man. Right, with his different devices, whether it be the form of the heart, whether it be with MK Ultra, whether it be with mock attacks, coups, he brings death, man.
Even democracy.
Yeah.
This idea, you do away with your country's laws, your heritage, your customs.
Right.
Here, this is a new way of life. It's gonna make everything better. Next thing you know, your son is wearing a dress, your daughter's a whore. That's what he does, is death.
Yeah.
When Esau left from over there in the Middle East, and he left them left all them weapons over there with the Taliban, the women was drinking the wine, so they was ready. They were all about democracy.
Yeah.
As soon as we left, they went out there on the street, started trying to protest. The men got bull whips and started whipping their ass.
Workers on back in the kitchen.
Yeah, they started whipping their ass.
Okay. Keep going, man. You still got more than that.
The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them.
Yeah, and going into, before those missiles detonate, everything is plush and beautiful, manicured lawns, birds chirping, squirrel chasing nuts, all type of shit going on, man. But oh boy, when those missiles drop, it's a desert after that, man. Everything is fully wiped out. Buildings, and like I say, if you haven't seen a nuclear missile be detonated, go to your Googles and your YouTubes of the world. They'll show you. They show buses and houses just sway like this. The house be gone, knocking all the paint off the house, man. They do these little tests with the nukes where they put pigs out in the middle of the desert, and they be miles away where the nuke go off at, and they just burn those hogs and shit to crisp, man. All right.
And what's the same Revelation 8 that wormwood made the waters bitter?
Yeah.
It leaves that radiation behind it. A lot of people gonna get killed by the initial blast, and those that survive in particular areas, like just that radiation, is gonna kill even more people off.
Yeah. Keep going. We'll do that real fast.
Verse 4: the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses.
Where you at?
I'm at verse 4.
Okay.
And as
go around to 8.
And as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble. As a strong people set in battle array. Before their faces the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness.
Yeah. Oh, and that's what it's going to do, man, to you people. Going back to what we read earlier, Zechariah 14:12. All right? It's not going to be like a Fat Man and Little Boy. And the Fat Man and Little Boy did some damage, man. You can go back and watch those documentaries that they did. They left shadows, motherfucking shadow was left on the wall. All right? Burnt flesh off. All that. And like I said, them Oppenheimers, and them at least, there's a documentary out there they showed they was in planes flying over the Fat Man and Little Boy being detonated. And they show how the Oppenheimers and them, they put on those goggles, the round goggles back then, and looking out the window and watching and smiling and shit, man. Same thing they did for 9/11. David Rothschild talking about how he was 3 buildings over watching people jump out the windows, watching those people die, man.
He has some binoculars too, some high-powered binoculars.
Yeah. That's how these devils get down, man. All right? But this is going around, they're going to get the hell, they're going to try, they're going to get the hell out of here, man. They're going to go in their bunkers, which goes into Amos, man. Now, we're going to come get you out of those bunkers, man. Those different underground cities and different the space station and shit. That's what all this shit is about, so they can get the hell out of here and all hell kicks loose. Because they're the ones going to start the hell. Because we know about you devils, man. You fund both sides. And you sit there and you watch them, and then you say, I want that side to win. All right? You underfund that one, you get all the, but it's not gonna work. The enterprise is not gonna work this time. Your new world order is gonna get upset, man. By who? Yahweh Shai, all right? He's gonna upset your new world order. Keep going out.
Verse 7. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks.
Yeah. So when them niggas get to flying, man, they're gonna be in sequence, going their way. If they got the coordinates and the computers for New Orleans, you best believe they're gonna hit New Orleans. And then in that new, I'm saying this too, in that new Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, they got New Orleans in that movie getting hit, in Chicago getting hit. It's funny that brother here. But in that video game, they got those two major cities getting wiped out, man. That's what the whole shit is about, trying to get this, run behind this one guy before you hit the button. All right? Get the nukes, get the flying, man. You know? They gonna hit. Go ahead, Al.
Verse 8. Neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk everyone in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
Yeah. They're gonna bring some hard destruction, man. Which this whole America needs to be destroyed, man. All right, you got sodomites, you got all type of cross dressers and shit running around, man. You got demonic niggas running around, especially down here in New Orleans, man. This is the home of the demons.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I said. Yeah.
Sure is.
And he up there with some demons up there in the snow up there.
Sure is.
You niggas gotta go, man. All you old block niggas, GD, all them niggas gotta, man, I'm tired of them niggas, man. Tired of them niggas, man. You niggas gotta go, man. Yeah. Yeah. That's why he gonna leave a lot of you here to burn, man. A lot of you gonna get utterly destroyed by those missiles, man. I wanna see where old block gonna be at when that go down. All right? Go ahead,
I got that word sword for you for strong.
God. Which this Yashua brought it out too. Go ahead.
It's for the word sword in Joel 2:8. It's Strong's H7973.
This is the scripture, so you can never say that the missiles is not in the scriptures. All right, you can't never say that now. All right.
It's Shelach, which says a missile of attack. That's in the Strong's definition. And in the outline of biblical usage, weapon, missile, sprout, missile, weapon.
Yeah. So it's talking about the missiles, man. It's plain. All right. You gotta go into those words, man. All right, you gotta go into the etymology of those different words. You know, I remember back in the day, we used to take one verse and just down there go to every word, seeing what it says. Outline biblical usage, strong definition, the lexicon. All right? That's how you hit it. That's how you get it, man. You get the understanding of what's going on.
I got something.
Yeah, go ahead.
This Revelation 6-13, it says that the stars of heaven fell under the earth, even as a fig tree casting her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heavens departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places.
Yeah. And that going back into, like I said, the Apocrypha earlier, got another scripture talking about the horrible stars. They ain't talking about the stars that twinkle at night. All right, he's giving you a visual, really giving you a visual of the missiles from a distance. When those missiles, you look at them from a distance, it look like, from the rocket booster going off, it look like a star coming from Earth, going into the heavens and coming back down, man. And it detonates. And it said it detonates so bad to where it moves mountains, man. All the different regions and islands and shit, it's gonna be moved.
The earth shall rock to and fro like a drunkard.
And even with the trajectory of the missiles, it comes as a stroll. So it's even together. Like it ain't all way out of place or whatever. The way that it's structured, it hit, then it raised up like a stroll. Like once it hit its detonation, the way it gotta go at, man. It's in order. They don't even break their ranks. Like the way they gonna hit and spray it out, then order of the Lord, man. The Lord got this thing perfected, man.
I got one real fast. I'm going to what y'all brothers going into. This is 2 Ezra 15:35. Since David they shall smite one upon another, and they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own stars. And blood shall be from the sword unto the belly, and dung of men upon the camel's hooves. And there shall be a great fearfulness and terror and trembling upon earth. And they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them. And then shall there come a great storm from the south and from the north and another part of the west. And a strong wind shall arise from the east and shall open it. And the cloud which he shall ride up in wrath, and the star stirred to cause fear towards the east and west wind.
And what the Lord doing is he's describing the way that these nuclear missiles gonna actually be what? Handling business the way that they were set up, man. All right? But he's getting strategic with it, basically saying how it's gonna actually happen. Go ahead.
Shall be destroyed. Verse 40. The great and mighty cloud shall be lifted up full of wrath.
Puffed up.
It said lifted up.
Oh, lift it up. Okay.
Yeah, it said lifted up.
Okay. This is puffed up, right? Oh,
lifted up full of wrath, and the star that they may make all the earth afraid, and them that dwell therein.
Horrible stuff.
And they shall pour out over every high and eminent place and horrible stuff. Fire and hell and flying swords and many waters, that all fields may be full, and rivers with an abundance of great waters. All right. And it says that they shall break down the cities and walls and mountains and hills, trees of the wood and grass of the meadows in their corn.
And they say that they gonna run on the walls like mighty men in Joel. You still want that? They said what? Run on walls, man. They gonna all the protection. There's no way to dodge this. Like you gonna try to hide or run, like, but there's no way to get around it, man. They gonna run like mighty men, man. All right, they breaking down all the nuclear defense systems. You break it down, they penetrating everything, man. Ain't gonna be no escaping this, man. Go ahead, brother.
And going back to the point the elder made, all right, the elites this time they gonna flee because they know what's coming this time. There's no way to escape this, like you just said, brother. You got it, Ryan.
I got one real fast. This is Ezekiel 38:22. And I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood, and I will rain upon him and upon his bands and upon many people that are with him, and overflowing rain and great hailstorm, fire and brimstone.
Would your book of Revelation tell you that about the fire and brimstone? All right, then Esdras, Daniel. I mean, you got prophecies galore, man, that is speaking about the end time of this place, man. All right, it says that the men that serve the Lord gonna actually see the sea as if it was mingled with fire, man. They were standing on the sea of glass as if it was mingled with fire. They're gonna actually be able to look up out of the windows of the chariots and see this place on fire, man. All right, it's gonna look like the Lord was displeased with the rivers, man. According to this Habakkuk, man. It's gonna look like the Lord had a problem with the rivers, man. That's how much fire gonna be on the earth. You gotta go.
There gonna be so much fire to where these big Pontchartrain River, these different lakes you got, they gonna dry up from all the fire.
Fire and water
get blown over here, man. All right, great destruction is coming. You got something?
Yeah, I got something backing up that fire. You better throw it out.
You got anything? You got anything, somebody? You got something? Yeah, because we probably want to close it down a little bit. Go ahead.
This Baruch chapter 4 in verse 35, it says, "For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time." That's that same fire you brothers was talking about, right? Them ICBM nuclear missiles, chiefly, and also concentrated heat from the chariots, man. Sure, that's the point.
Yeah, because the only thing that's gonna be left over here is different doleful creatures, man. Once all these buildings getting toppled down, all these big skyscrapers, they're gonna fall over. It's gonna be glass every goddamn way, man. A
God.
lot of you people, you gonna die getting hit with one of them big glass from the 144 building or some shit, man. Level. All right, it's gonna look like I Am Legend, man.
That's right.
All these different owls, different lizards, different animals is just gonna run wild here, man. There's gonna be nobody living here, man. All right, but before that happens, it's gonna burn for a long period of time too. All right. You got something?
The brother was mentioning about the glass and the chambers. This is Isaiah 26 and 20.
That's it.
Come, my people, into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. All right, so that's being in the chariots, looking down, being saved from her plagues.
Right.
Come out of my people.
Go ahead, somebody.
And you know it got doors too. Entry points, man.
The scripture talks about it had windows.
It got windows, man.
Okay, so Isaiah 14 and 23, I will also make it a position for the bittering. Just talk about America, Babylon making a position, and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction. Yeah, like the Lord of hosts. So yeah, talking about that radiation, the besom of destruction, because man won't be able to dwell there no more. Like I say, it's gonna be the desert creatures, the birds, reptiles, lizards, and all that, So the radiation is gonna make it to where man can even live there.
That's right, man. Go ahead, buddy. Anybody else? I got it. You got something good? Hit it on you.
This is Jeremiah 50 and 11. It says, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellow as bulls. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you should be ashamed.
Which is Great Britain. All right, America comes out of Great Britain. All right, through the what we know is to be the East Indian Company, man. All right, America was established through the East Indian Company through trade. All right, and then the so-called founding forefathers. All right, and America, Britain is the mother of America. All right, this is who this whore comes out of. All right, and you devils gonna get it too over there in Britain. All right. You got something, like I said, man, they got some, the Lord got a cake baked for you too. All right, go ahead.
It says, behold, the hindermost of the nation shall be a wilderness, a dry land and desert.
Yeah. A dry land and desert. And the scriptures also tell you that, by America being in the desert, these Arabs, they're not going to even dwell over here, man. They love dwelling in the desert. You're not going to be over here, man. All right, this is going to be, America is going to just be a memorial for generation to generation to come. All right, it's going to be a new example of what not to do against the Most High, man. Because when you go to 2 Peter, the Lord said he left the ancient Sodom and Gomorrah as a memorial example of what not to do.
Those who chose to live godly,
Yeah.
ungodly life.
Right. So what's going to be that new memorial? America. All right. You're going to be able to just glance over and you're going to see the smoke. See the smoke.
Yeah.
Granddad, what's that place? Oh, that's what we was just once at, Babylon. All right. Why is it smoking? Because the Most High destroyed it with missiles in it. So we're going to be able to tell our grandkids this, man. All right. Lord will. And we believe that, man. Okay? Why you got crazy? We believe that's going to happen, man. We believe we're going to be in a position to tell it. I was there with that brother. I was there. We all was in the camp together, man. This brother visited. All right? All right? This brother was from a place called Chicago.
I seen it.
All right?
I seen.
Huh?
I just.
Yeah.
We're gonna be witnesses.
God.
Yeah. We're gonna be the because we're gonna be the new so-called old heads, which we ain't gonna be old. We keep trying to tell y'all we're gonna be still young, man. But we're gonna be the old heads telling all the stories of how our journey of dealing here in Babylon from a child on up to getting the truth and being delivered, man. All right. We're gonna be, hey, these devils was in. That's why the scripture tell you, is this the man? This nigga was in power. No, you like
He's
Grandpa,
gonna
you
be hairy, grunting,
Yeah.
like a damn ape.
yeah, this nigga here was in power, man. Had everybody afraid. Had everybody wearing ties around their neck and suits and shit.
Shaving
Shaving
their
Yeah,
face.
shaving their face, man. See, Keisha with a blind, had blonde hair and blue contacts in her eyes. Really? Yeah. All right.
Hate her own, man.
Yeah. No, Grandpa.
You're not gonna believe
You're not gonna believe this shit, man.
This guy.
All right, but it's gonna happen though, man.
This got what you just going to right in verse 13.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, because the wrath of the Lord, it should not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon should be astonished and pissed at all her places.
Damn, boy, look what the Lord done that place, man. The Lord gonna get that name back again too. Yahweh gonna get that name of Alashadra. Terrible demon-like power. He gonna get that name. You know, he gonna be known again, man. All right, this is what he's doing this for. Going back to Romans the 9th chapter. All right, the Lord is doing this to make his name known across the earth again. He's gonna do it by way of destroying Esau, Edom. All right, you devils gonna go from being on top to being on bottom like this, less than an hour, man.
Right.
That's how long it's gonna take to destroy America. You took 400, 500 years to build this place, this damn wicked utopia. It's only gonna take an hour to tear it down, man. Most likely gonna do like, you ever seen one of them badass kids, you out there, you got the sand on the beach, you put the water, you got the sand and shit, you got the little gates, and that nigga come and kick your shit. That's what the Lord gonna do with this place, man. He's gonna kick, topple your shit over, man. Because you're nothing. You devils, you were just created to serve us, you was created to do what you doing now, to be the wicked. Now your time is up. All right? And I know you be on y'all be out there on our coming board, commenting, putting them fucking paragraphs. You devils are going down, man. All right? Putting them paragraphs, fucking writing a book on the comment board, man. Delete user. That's all I do. Delete user. Block.
That's what the Most High gonna do.
Yeah. Delete user. Yeah. All right? Go ahead. I'm gonna end it on you, Doc.
It's second Ezra.
We're gonna cut it short, man. We're gonna enjoy the brother, the little time we do have with the brother, man. We'll keep it long. But go ahead, Doc.
This second Ezra chapter 16, verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that shooteth are sharp and will not miss.
The Lord guarantee you it will not miss, man. They're gonna hit their mark. And preferably they're gonna hit their mark here in America. You best believe Russia got them, Russia got those coordinates right now in Moscow, throughout the country of Russia, they got them preferably for over here. They don't take but shit, if you in Russia and America right here, you just shoot them. It's coming, man.
Hey, they just over in Russia, the people that are in charge of, getting the launch sequences going, they fired everybody and got all new people because the word around the campfire is that they need somebody with the psychological profile to be able to just be ready to do it on the spot. Like nobody getting any second thoughts or hesitations about it.
Yeah, they know they got them overheads and they're tripping, man.
Yeah.
All right, that's why you, in the last couple of outings of Vladimir Putin, even having the boys run around with briefcases with him, ready. You get you acting up. That's gonna be the universal motion right there. Just this.
Well, 3
that right there.
suitcases.
Pop that thing, hit them keys. Boom. There you go, man. You gonna see them. Hey, the scripture tell you that the righteous are scarcely many, so we gonna see the missiles go up into the atmosphere.
That's right.
You see them tails is going. You go, oh shit. What's my fate? You gonna wonder like what's the Lord just gone, man. And everybody will be left over here to feel the wrath of the Lord, feel the burn, man. But we're gonna see the righteous are scarcely made, man. We're gonna see the missiles go up into the atmosphere, coming back down, man. And at the moment, gone, man. Lord will, man. We're gonna tell it. Lord will be able to tell that story too. Tell that part of it too, man. Go ahead, Al.
But it says, and will not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
It will not miss. All right, and we always go into how those missiles have GPS capabilities. All right, they got some news. We went into that yesterday. They got all type of new missiles that can dodge, other intercept other missiles that's trying to shoot it down and stuff, man.
Yeah, they mid-flight.
Yeah. Do all type of shit, man. All right? So the Lord gonna hit his mark. All right? The Lord gonna, the Lord definitely gonna do his thing, man. All right? So with that, we hope this lesson of World War III and the end times was edifying. All right, we're gonna end it off by saying all praises, glory, and finality to
Hallelujah.
the honor to our elders, the elders and apostles of GMS, peace and blessings and salutations once again to the hopeful elect. Shalom till next time.
Shalom.
Abba, Abba.
Abba,
Abba. Kwame Ashala. Shalom.
Shalom. Hey, before we take a break, I'm sorry, let me take a picture.
God,
Back to okay.